Hello, Think Keto family, welcome back. It's great seeing all my fellow keto caffeine addicts joining me today. If this is your first time, welcome. It's great having you. Consider subscribing down below. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming content. Let's make us a good cup of coffee, guys. Alright guys, so if you are like me and you drink a lot of coffee, you've come to the right place. I know when I first went and followed the ketogenic lifestyle, I tried so much stuff to make a good cup of coffee and failed so badly that I actually gave up coffee for about maybe a month or so. I tried the almond milk, I tried black. Oh, I can't do black at all. But I finally hit on a really great combination of ingredients that makes the perfect cup of coffee and still is low carb for you. I'm gonna go ahead and brew up a cup of coffee, then I'm gonna show you how to make it good. It doesn't matter really how you brew your coffee. You can use a standard pot, you can do a French press. I use a Keurig because that's what I have. And I got the 1850 Lantern Glow because I find it's a nice, mellow, not too bold blend, but you can, whatever you prefer. All right, stick this in, let's make that cup of coffee. Now, I personally prefer to brew this at about 10 ounces just because otherwise, as I'm adding stuff to my mug, it gets kind of full. If you get a bigger mug, more power to you, make more coffee. The hardest part is waiting for the coffee to brew and smelling it. It's like, I want coffee now. Alright guys, so the way I prefer my coffee is I like it kind of sweet and really creamy. I miss my International Delight Sweet Cream Coffee Creamer. Anybody else, maybe? Alright, so I got my black coffee here brewed, but I don't drink it black. I really did try to learn to like black coffee and I could not do it. Right, I got a tablespoon, measuring spoon here. I track all my stuff in my Fitness Pal. Anything I put in my mouth, I try and track it. Most days I'm pretty good at it, some days I'm not, just so I know where I'm standing with my carbs for the day. Alright guys, so what I'm making today isn't necessarily bulletproof coffee. If you want bulletproof coffee, all you gotta do is add a tablespoon of butter to your coffee on top of it, everything else I'm doing. I just don't like butter in my coffee. It's a personal preference. I don't enjoy it. But the way I do this, I always start my coffee with cinnamon. Cinnamon has really great properties to it, but most notably it helps control your blood sugar, which is always very important to us, especially those of us that were pre-diabetic in the house. All right, I add a couple drops of, I got Sweet Drops vanilla cream. You don't have to do this just because I like my coffee sweet. No salt. If you've seen any of my other videos, chances are you've seen my no salt before. No salt is really high in potassium, which is great for people like me because I tend to wake up in the middle of the night with cramps in my legs, my arms, all that. I don't get enough potassium in, so I get it in wherever I can. All right, so I do use MCT oil. I'm gonna put a tablespoon of MCT oil in. Coconut milk. I love coconut milk. Now, it can be a little bit pricey. I know this can cost me about $2. However, this can will last me for a while because I'm using it a tablespoon at a time. So 1 tablespoon of that. So I get the excess off the edges. As far as the creamers go, you do have several options here. I initially start off with the Califia. They have a coconut almond milk blend that's actually really good. And then Califia also has an almond milk creamer. It's a little bit thicker. It'll give you better, creamier consistency. And both these are 0 carbs. I mean, you can't go wrong with 0 carbs. And then one thing I've been wanting to try out, I haven't bought it before, is nut pods. I've heard really great things about them. They're just a little on the pricey side. I got this on sale, this little big carton on sale for $3. Now this bigger one here was $3. And this even bigger one was $3. So it all depends on what you want to spend. But since I've been dying to try this with the nut pods, I'm going to try it out. And again, I mean, we talk about 0 carbs. Can't go wrong. Alright, so I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons of this and see how I like it. Sometimes I add a third. I did say I like my coffee creamy, right? So far, everything we put in here is really low carb. The coconut milk, I think, ends up having about a carb in it maybe in the end. And because the measurement on here is 1/3 of a cup. And it has 2 grams of carbs in it. But I'm only using 1 tablespoon, so it's not a whole carb, it's a part of a carb, right? And then heavy whipping cream. I like heavy whipping cream because it gives the coffee that thicker, creamier consistency that I miss from my old creamers. Just 1 tablespoon of that. Now, if you like it sweeter, I also have some stevia I put in it. Just regular powdered stevia. Do this to your liking. That's about how much I like in mine. Alright guys, now what tops this all off is I got my little blender here. You can find these everywhere. I think I got this on Amazon for $8. I've also seen it in, I think Publix has them for $8. You can find them anywhere. They're not expensive. But it really helps to, especially when you put an MCT oil in, helps kind of blend it in because I didn't do that the first couple times I tried MCT oil, and so you had that layer of oil on the top of your coffee, and that was just not a pleasant experience. So you just zip this for a few seconds, and with that heavy whipping cream in it, when you do this, it just really makes the whole cup super creamy. That is it. The coffee is done, and it is delicious. So I hope this helped. If you're anything like I was, and you were really struggling to try and find a way to make that really good, really creamy cup of coffee, and you didn't want to have to go back to the high carb, high sugar creamers, which I still have fantasies at night when I'm dreaming about my sweet cream coffee creamer. This will do it for you. I promise. It's a great cup of coffee. I love this. Now, I'm not a breakfast eater. Usually, I'll put MCT oil in my coffee when I'm skipping breakfast if I'm not doing the bacon and eggs, which is most days. And I'll just drink this. You know, I'll have 3-4 of these throughout the day, usually until dinner time is when I get hungry. I don't purposely do 1 meal a day, but I find I have very little appetite now, so I've been keto for about 5 months. So this will do it for you. Gives you the caffeine kick you need, and that sweet creaminess is delicious. Alright guys, hopefully this video was helpful to you. I know it was a quick, just a little show you how I make a good creamy cup of keto coffee. If it was helpful for you, please give me a thumbs up and share this with anyone that you know that's struggling with their coffee, okay? See you next time, guys. Bye.
Are you recording?
Yes. Love you.
You've recorded that now.